segment is sponsored by the Springfield Clinic. We have a special guest, Dr. Purvi Bhandari. She's a doctor of pediatrics for the Springfield Clinic.
Yep, that's
Doctor,
right.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're talking about the kids, obviously. And you kind of wanted to touch on feeding children and the do's and don'ts as we start feeding them. Kind of talk to us a little bit about what you do and, you know, some of the urgent messages you have out there for parents.
Thank you, Justin, for this opportunity. There has been some shift in what we're recommending. Around 4 to 6 months, your child will show you signs that they're ready to eat. You know, when you're eating, they'll watch you, they'll lean forward, they'll open their mouth. You'll see them putting things in their mouths, you know, ready to eat. You'll want to talk to your doctor at 4 months to see that they have good head control, make sure they're not going to choke. And once you see all that happening, get your high chair out and you want to strap them in, get their torso stabilized, and then you do want to feed them with a spoon. You don't want to put the food in their bottle.
Got it.
Initially, I do recommend starting with single foods. So you're going to start with rice cereal or oat cereal. You could start with some foods such as bananas, sweet potatoes, carrots. The biggest change we're seeing is when you're going to introduce your highly allergenic foods. So we're talking about cow's milk, eggs, tree nuts, peanuts, and seafood, fish and shellfish. You know, the teaching for many decades had been, you know, wait for milk at least till 1 year, for tree nuts, peanuts, seafood, maybe even 2 to 3 years, especially if you have a family history of allergies and your siblings or parents, or, you know, just a more allergic system. The biggest change has been that we are now saying, let's introduce these highly allergenic foods earlier.
Okay.
Starting at 4 to 6 months.
To expose them.
To expose them in their food. So now, of course, that's going to be surprising to many people.
Yeah.
Studies actually have shown that early exposure can prevent development of allergies. So it is important to start exposing them earlier. There's 2 situations where I would say, you know, please do talk to your pediatrician about this. That is if you have a first-degree relative who has allergies. So if your parent or a sibling has allergies, talk to your doctor first. Or if the baby has severe or moderate to severe eczema, that can be a sign that there is some allergy in the system or an allergic response happening. And at that point, you do want to talk to your pediatrician before exposing your child to these allergens.
I could talk to you all day long about this. This is very insightful, and I'm so glad you're here to kind of explain some of the things that could be myths, and now you're kind of unveiling them. So thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and where can people find you?
At the Springfield Clinic. Please call us if you have any questions. And like I said, talk to your doctor first if you have any concerns about introducing these highly allergenic foods.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, coming up next on